Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to handle paper 2, CRE paper 2. And CRE paper 2 is one of the areas which team are finding it difficult. Uh, Most of the students are finding paper 2 difficult, and it's true, paper 2 is not easy, but again it is easy when a student has the culture of going through St. Luke's, that is reading St. Luke's and looking for past KCSE questions, and going through them in groups and discussing, that is discussion, having discussions with their colleagues. So the best approach to CRE paper 2 is by going through St. Luke's, that is reading the Bible, St. Luke's, because 60% of paper 2 comes from St. Luke's. Also, students should look for past KCSE questions in paper 2 and handle them in groups. Having group discussion is very important in paper 2, CRE paper 2. So today I want to look at one of the question which has appeared in KCSE some time back, and this question is from the story of the life of Jesus up to 12 years, identify ways through which he is seen as coming from a poor background. I repeat the question. From the story of the early life of Jesus up to 12 years, identify ways through which he is seen as coming from a poor background. 8 marks. So, how is Jesus seen as coming from poor background? We have things which show that Jesus came from a poor background, and coming from a poor background, it means Jesus did not come from a family which is well off. So that's what our question wants us to answer. Number one reason why Jesus is seen as coming from a poor background is his father was a poor carpenter. All of us understand that a carpenter is just seen as an ordinary person, and even in those days, a carpenter was seen as an ordinary person, just a poor person who is struggling in life. Though nowadays carpenters make good money, but those days carpenters were seen as ordinary people. And in the fact that Joseph was a carpenter and was the father of Jesus, that showed that he came from a poor background. So his father was a poor carpenter. Number two, his mother was an ordinary village girl. His mother was an ordinary village girl. So Mary was just an ordinary village girl. She was not from a well-off ordinary family, and she was just an ordinary girl, village girl, in fact, a village girl. She was just simple. So by this, it showed that Jesus came from a poor background. So by the sense that his mother was an ordinary village girl, it showed that he was from a poor background. Number three, he was born in a manger. He was born in a manger. So a manger was perceived was a place where was not cool. It was not a very nice place. So a manger was just seen as a place which is normal, just a very simple place. So being born in a manger showed that Jesus came from a poor background. Number four, the first people to visit him were shepherds who were lowly regarded. So the people who saw Jesus first were shepherds. So reason number 5 that shows that Jesus came from a poor background is during his dedication, parents offered a pair of turtle doves. So remember, the parents were only able to afford 2 pairs of turtle dove. That shows that the parents were unable to raise more than that, and that means he came from a poor background. And lastly, he grew up in Nazareth, a town of low status. So Nazareth was a town of low status. It was just a very simple town, very small town, and that showed that Jesus came from a poor background. So those are the reasons that showed that Jesus came from a poor background. So it is 4 times 2. You give 4 points, well explained, you get 8 marks. So thank you for watching. If you're a new subscriber, kindly subscribe. And to my students, keep following the channel, because I will be updating more questions and more tips on how to pass CRE. Thank you.